Hey everybody, this is Julie with ReadySetStampIt.blogspot.com, and I have been looking through this wonderful book that my dad gave me called Greeting Card Magic with Rubber Stamps, and it's from Mary Jo McCraw. And I wanted to show you this. It's called Diorama Cards. It's hard for me to get this right angle. And what it is basically a 3D card, and I thought it was really cool. And this one shows an example of how you use it with the template, but I do not have that template, and actually I'm not sure who would have this template. So what I've done is figure out where these score marks are so that I can show you guys without the template how to do it. And in the end, this will be the card that we make. Normally I don't make it ahead of time, but because I had to make sure and do all the score marks correctly, this is what I did. So you'll see some 3D things in here, and that's kind of what this card is. I just think it turned out so beautiful. So let's get started with the score marks. The first score mark that we're going to do is at a 1/2 inch, and it's at this moment I'm realizing how convenient a score pal might be for me, because it's not as easy, and especially trying to film this at the same time. So I'll do my best here. So this is, oops, I need to move this up here, so that's not an A. Okay, so a 1/2 inch here. This almost feels like it's cutting it. I don't want that to happen. Okay. And then we're going to move it over and do score at 1 inch. So score that one down there. And then the next one we're going to score at is going to be at 6 inches. So let me get that here. 6 inches. Get that lined up. Okay, 6 inches, and then we're going to do 6.5 inches. There we go. And we've got one more, guys. We're almost done here, and then we're going to do it at 7 inches. So let's do it at 7. Now we're done with all the scoring parts. So let me get this out of the way, and let me show you how this is going to go together. So this will be folded down this way. So this will make like a valley here. And this is what's going to adhere to this card. So we'll make this V in the center of this part here. And fold this down. And fold this down. There we go. And so now when this card will be put together, it'll be put together like that. And then when it ships and you send this card, you're actually able to squish it down here. So anyway, this will be adhered here, so it's kind of hard to see this. Maybe I should be showing you on the other card that I did. So it'll be squished down here and squished down here, and you're able to ship it. But what we need is this part in here to be cut out. So let me show you that on this next video. So I figured out a way to do this I thought was pretty clever, and I just have it. This is Mini-Monograms that I'm using, and I just have this laid out on my mat here, and I'll go ahead and load the paper. And what I'm going to do, this is 1 inch here where we scored it, and this is 1 inch here. So what I'm going to do is kind of use the 1st inch and the 6th inch. So the middle point is going to be 3 inches here, so I'm going to go over to 3 inches. And then I'm going to go down to 3 inches. Go down here to 3 inches. I'm just kind of eyeballing this as best as I can. This will be about 3 inches here. There we go. And now what I'm going to do is hit center point so it knows that that's my center. I'm going to hit shift and this square right here. And you could do a circle, or you guys could do a circle punch. You could physically cut it out if you have one of those X-Acto knives on here. So, I mean, there's different ways of doing it, so whatever works best for you. And I'm going to cut this actually at 6 inches and hit cut, and this will cut out my center piece here, which will be the window that you guys saw on my finished card. Okay, so I have the wild card cartridge in. I'm going to hit phrase. And we're going to put this up to 5 inches. And what we're doing here is from the wild card cartridge, the swoop. And I think that's on page 47 if I'm not mistaken. I actually don't have it out right this second. So I think it's on page 47. It's this swoop card. And we need the phrase, actually, and it should come up here, thanks. 5 inches, and just press cut. Okay, so you guys are seeing a new color because when I was doing this in an awkward way, I think I scored incorrectly. So that'll teach me a lesson to score while I've got the camera in between my hands. But anyway, so here's the window portion of it. I went ahead and added this ribbon to it. And now what we're going to do is, these are the clear stickers that I had gotten in London. And I keep forgetting to check when I go to Michael's if they carry these here. You know, I would think that they would. And they just look so pretty because they're sort of translucent. And they pick up the color of whatever color they're behind. Whatever color is behind them. It's just really, really pretty. So, what I love about this card too is that it just gives it a really neat 3D effect. And how it's showing in the example in the book, it was showing the example of taking like an animal that jumps, for instance a frog, and the frog would be leaping and leaping onto here and make it 3D, and a dog could work, a bunny could work, so anything that leaps. Maybe I sealed it down yet for this reason. I'm going to take this, and this is some twine. This is actually supposed to do with crafts, with not crafts, hello Julie, with jewelry making, but I kind of liked it, and it's just twine, but I loved it and thought it was really pretty, and for as much as you get, it's actually pretty reasonable. It was about $6, but you guys just saw the spool that you get with it. It's pretty large, so anyway, I think it's a good value for that money. So now, this is just nothing special here. I'm just twisting this around, and sometimes I'll be crossing it, other times just twisting it around, putting it on here like so. Into this, I'm just twisting it and making sure that when it ends in the back here. Oops, it just unraveled a bit. Alright, so let me do this, and there's the finished look. So what I want to do is move on to the next step, and the next step is that you take some of these stickers, and some of them you're just going to stick fully onto the card itself. So let me just show you how that would be placed. So you kind of just see this here and say, okay, I'll put that one here. So we'll put that in there. Okay. And then what I'm going to show you this next step to do here. What you do is you take some of this green. This is actually the cutout from here. So there's the cutout. You're going to take these, and I'd say two of them will be fine, and then some of these here, little small flowers like this, and you're going to cut them out. Okay guys, so let's start assembling the card. You can see that I put these right here, and then I actually have this that came out of this packet with this ribbon that I had gotten, which is this packet here that I gotten in England, and I just love it. So I know it isn't like the other one, but I'm going to put it there because I think it's darling. And these are what I stuck onto this paper here, and then I just cut them out. So I'm just going to go ahead. This is kind of like a little leaf here, so I thought it'd be pretty to add like a flower there. And then, let's see, I think I will add one here as well, just because it lends itself to the leaf. And now I'm going to kind of tuck this in like I did with the other one, so it makes it like a little 3D effect. And I'm thinking of kind of doing this so it gives this one a 3D effect onto here. So I think I might need to add another one down there, which I will do. But I just like it. I think it turned out really, really pretty. It is missing one thing, and that's the thanks that it needs up here. This is just on a gold piece of paper that I had, and this is thanks cut out here. So let's just add that into there, like that. And that's, of course, with foam mounting tape on that, too. Now, the only thing I need to do is just tape this down, but you guys can kind of see where I'm going with this. So, anyway, we'll just call this finished, and I hope you guys like it. Thanks so much for watching and learning a new technique.